Yeah, this eyelash is coming up in the corner. It is. But stay focused. Damn it. Hi everyone, I'm Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So, let's talk. This is a story all about how my life got turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute if you would just sit right there and I'll tell you about the time I got abandoned in Cracker Barrel. So, I was on a dating app. The apps are trash. Swiped on a young man. His first picture was really cute, but then the rest were just kind of like, oh, well, he put his best foot forward. That's not nice, but neither is what he did to me, so whatever. So yeah, we get to talking. He tells me his name is Chris Williams. Generic ass name. That's important for later on. We get to talking. We have, some good conversation. We exchanged numbers. We talked all the night that we matched, and I think we talked a good majority of, the next day. So I like to do a subtle background check just on people I match with. Like, I like to run their phone number. I like to run their name, see if they come up, in social media, LinkedIn, articles, whatever it is. I like to do that, especially when you meet people online. Like, initially I was thinking that was crazy, but no, you can never be too careful out here. But I could not find anything on this man. No phone number, no articles, no, relatives, I couldn't find anything. No social media, no nothing. And I did not sit well with me. But we talked, I think I brought it up. I was like, so are you on like Instagram or anything? And he was just like, no, I'm not really like into social media. And I don't want to leave. What did he say? He said, I don't want to leave a digital footprint. I should have known then. Like, when the nigga said, I don't want to leave a digital footprint, I should have grabbed my purse and got up. But I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. That's suspicious. But, people are different. All right, sure, fine. So we continue to talk, continue to have good conversation, to continue to get to know each other. Now, we matched like the weekend or the week before July 4th weekend. And the 4th of July was on a Sunday this year. We matched. What am I trying to say? The 4th of July was on a Sunday this year, but we were off on Monday because it was observed that day. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So that Monday he texts me and he's like, let's get together. So we decide to get together. We decide to go to Cracker Barrel, meet up for, a little brunch, a little late breakfast. We get there. We sat down, we talk, because we're waiting for his name to be called. Having a great time. I didn't like the way he dressed, but I was like, you know what? That can be fixed with a little influence. So yeah, we're chopping it up, going back and forth, exchanging pleasantries, and his name gets called over the intercom, Chris W, party 2. So I was like, oh, okay. All right, sure. We sit down, we have a good time. We are chopping it up. He told the young lady who was serving us that I had a YouTube channel. She has since watched a couple of my videos. Hey girl, how are you? And then, like our food comes and he prays over our food, and like this nigga prayed. I was like, oh, so he knows the Lord. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be too bothered by him not having like social media. I was like, okay, no one who prays like that could be lying about who they are. But you know what? Me growing up in church, I should have known better, because you hear thieves in the temple all the time, honey. Child. So he prays over the food comes. We are still talking, and eventually there comes a point where I was like, he asked me, what do you want to know, or he asked me something, and my response was, show me your ID. And he was like, what? Like, show me your ID, since I can't, verify who you are, because you don't want to keep a digital footprint. Show me your ID. And so he starts looking for his ID, and he's like fumbling for it. And I was just like, oh no. He says, that's real personal. And I was like, okay. And then he says, well, you know what? Show me yours. And I was like, no problem. So I start to reach for my wallet. He says, well, you know what? I'm going to go pay the bill first, and then we can do this. So I'm like, okay. He gets up. He goes to pay the bill. Like, if you've been to Cracker Barrel, the cashier is in the store. So I'm on my phone for a hot second. I look around the store to see if I can see, him, what he had on. I see him at the register. Like, okay. Look back down, look up again, look over, and he's like on the phone, and we make eye contact. Then the man proceeds to text me and says, hey, I'm sorry, I just gotta take this phone call. No big deal. So I go back to playing around on my phone. I noticed that it's a considerable amount of time. Maybe 3 minutes. Maybe. So I look back. It might have been more. I look back in the store. I don't see him. I don't see, because he had on a red hat, red shirt. I don't see any red in the store. And I was like, that's strange. So I sit there for a little bit longer, and I'm like, he's still not back. So I grab my purse. I go outside. Baby, I hit the corner, and the parking space where his car was at was empty. And I was like, this nigga left. He left. What? So I go, get in my car. I'm boggled. Like, mind is completely boggled. I have no idea what to think. I have no idea how to feel. I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, was the girl in danger? Was I in danger? Child, I just didn't know what to think. So I told my mom, I told my friends, and they were like, oh my God, it's crazy. And I told my mom, and she was like, well, did he pay the bill first? And I was like, yeah. And she was just like, oh, well, he was probably lying about who he is. He's probably married, which is why you can't find anything. And I was just like, oh, I guess that makes sense. So, I delete our thread. I go to the app, find out that I'm already deleted on there. But I don't block the number. I just deleted the number. I didn't think I had needed a reason, because, this man just left me in Cracker Barrel. So the next morning, I wake up to a text message from him apologizing for abandoning me in the restaurant. And he was just like, you didn't deserve that. And I was just like, what is this? What is this? So he texts me, and I'm looking at the message, and I'm like, I really don't know what to do with this. I have no idea how to even handle this. Do I say anything back? Do I cuss him out? What do I do? Do I ignore it? Because I don't want anything to do with this person. But also, that's crazy. So I take the opportunity and I do a little cussing out because I think we need to hold these niggas accountable. Everybody wants to act all unbothered, like, oh no, I don't care. He could. No, I was bothered and I was upset. So I took my time and did a little fast typing on my phone. So I was like, what that, bleep, 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 and why would you? And he was just like, I was lying to you about who I was. I was like, oh yeah, I figured that much. So we're going back and forth, and I am just trying to figure out what happened, or like, why would he lie? So eventually he's like, you know what? I want to start over. My real name is this. Here's my Instagram. He gives me his Instagram. Now I'm nosy. So I go take a peek at his Instagram. And I was like, oh, okay, nigga grew up in church. All right. No wonder he knew how to pray so good. All right, so 2 things. He told me the reason he lied was because he only wanted to have a physical relationship. And I'm like, you don't need, that wasn't gonna happen with me, but like, you don't need to lie about who you are to get some butt. Like, niggas tell the truth about who they are all the time, every day, and they still get butt. Like, what kind of man just lies about who he is to get some butt? I'm confusion. Anywho, and then as we were talking, initially in the beginning, he told me he didn't have any children. So baby, I popped that Instagram open, and what is there? There is a child. And I was like, do you have a son? He said, yeah. And I was like, not you lying about a whole human being. Listen, I was never going to give this man a second chance, but I really wanted to get to the root of this, and I got to the root of this. And I was just like, you know what? Hey, bruh, I can't start over with you. You lied about a person. You lied, period. And second, you lied about a whole human being. I'm good. Enjoy your life. And he was like, oh, well, that's okay. Because, he then proceeded to tell me that he had big private parts. And he knows what he has going for himself. Child, I'm flabbergasted. I'm still in awe. So the moral of the story is, honey, press the issue, do background searches on these niggas, ask for ID, all of it. And if you have a gut feeling that something is off, follow it. Most likely, something is off. So that's my story in the wonderful world of dating, child. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to tell me about your interesting dating stories, please feel free to drop them in the comments, honey. Let me know what y'all doing, what y'all been through, what have these Negroes put y'all through, or it's a lot of men that watch this channel. What have these women put you through? I'm interested. I want to know. I need to know that I'm not out here alone. I need to know that I'm not out here, experiencing the crazy by myself. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.